Hi, my name is Perpetua. I'm a nurse midwife, and in this channel I talk a lot on reproductive health and menstrual hygiene. So if this is the type of information you are interested in, I implore you to hit the subscribe button to join the family. Today we are going to be talking on menstruation. We are going to be talking on menstruation and how to calculate a menstrual cycle. Okay, so what is menstruation? Menstruation can be defined in two ways. Menstruation is a period in which the body prepares for a potential pregnancy. You can either say menstruation is a period in which the body prepares for a potential pregnancy, or you say menstruation is a periodic discharge which lasts for 2 to 7 days. Either it is the period in which the body prepares for a potential pregnancy or a periodic discharge which lasts for 2 to 7 days. We should understand that each menstrual cycle is unique. Each woman has a unique menstrual cycle. Each woman has a unique menstrual cycle. For a cycle to be regular, it should be in between 21 days to 35 days. You can fall between any of those days. Your cycle is very okay. It means you have a regular cycle. Though most people think that the menstrual cycle is 28 days. No, the menstrual cycle is not 28 days. Some women, it's just an average 28. We always use 28 in demonstration just for understanding, and it's an average. An average menstrual cycle lasts for 28 days. But it doesn't mean that every woman has 28 days menstrual cycle. We all have our unique menstrual cycle. There are some women who have a 21-day cycle. There are some women who have a 35-day cycle. So if you fall between 21 to 35, you have a regular cycle. And that is what we are going to be talking today. We are going to be talking on a regular cycle. Okay, now, what is involved for menstruation to happen? We have 3 things that must be involved for menstruation to happen. We have the brain, we have the ovaries, and we have the cervix. And each menstrual cycle is being regulated by pituitary hormones. And due to the fact that the menstrual cycle is being regulated by these hormones, it causes the cycle to have various symptoms. It gives you various symptoms when your menses is about to flow. So now, what are some of the signs and symptoms of menstruation? What are those signs that will make you to know that your menses is about to flow? The first thing we'll talk of, we have abdominal cramps, lower abdominal cramps. And we should also understand that these signs and symptoms are also unique. They vary. Every woman has their signs and symptoms. They vary. They are different. Each woman, not 2 people can have the same signs and symptoms, and also you cannot have the same cycle. Some people will experience lower abdominal cramps while some will not, and some people will also experience breast tenderness. So we have lower abdominal cramps, breast tenderness, and we also have breast soreness. Some people, their breasts will be tender, and some will have sore breasts. We also have waist pain. Some people will complain of waist pain. Some will complain of nausea. Some will even complain of mood swings. When their menses is about to flow, their mood is different. Their mood swings. Some will have bloating. Some will have loose stool. Some will have headaches. So it just varies. There are various symptoms of menstruation. Some will even complain of vaginal itches. Some will have itches, vaginal itches, like a week before their menses is about to start flowing. Some will even complain of increased cervical discharge. So there are a lot of signs and symptoms to indicate that their menses is about to flow. Okay, now let's talk on how to calculate a standard menstrual cycle, a regular menstrual cycle. I'm going to be demonstrating on how you can calculate a regular menstrual cycle. Regular menstrual cycle. Let's take for example, let's take the month of January and February. So let's say in the month of January, in the month of January, your menses came on the 10th of January. So we'll have to make our 31 days for the month of January. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6. So this is our month of January. We have to write from 1 to 31st of January. So now, if in January your menses came on the 10, this is when your menses came. That is the 10. So here now we are trying to calculate your menstrual cycle. How many days, your cycle length. We are trying to determine your cycle length so that we can use it to determine your ovulation day. Now it came on the 10th of January. And in February, it came on the 12th of February. Let's take that it came on the 12th. We are just assuming dates. We are just assuming. So in February, it came on the 12th of February. Okay. So in February, it came on the 12th of February. So this is the 12th of February here. Let's circle it also for understanding. So now we want to count how your length. We want to count how many days cycle you have. So if we remember, we already said a standard cycle or a regular cycle should last between 21 days to 35 days. So in January, you menstruate on the 10th, and in February, it came on the 12th. I want to show you how you can effectively calculate your menstrual cycle length so that you can get your ovulation from there. So you start counting from the first day of your menses. The first day, meaning you start counting from this 10 as day 1, right to 1 day before the next menses. You count from the first day of the previous menses right to 1 day before the next menses, which means we'll count from the 10th of January to the 11th of February. We are not going to count the 12th of February because you count the 12th of February in the other cycle. So now let's start counting. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Meaning this person has a 33-day cycle. 33-day cycle. That is your cycle length. So you have a 33-day cycle. That is your cycle length. Most people always make the mistake of counting from the first day of the menses to the first day of the next menses, which is wrong. You don't count the date of the next menses. The formula is the first day of your menses is day 1, right up to 1 day before the next menses. So now we see that this person has a 33-day cycle. So now, how do you know the ovulation day of this person with a 33-day cycle? It is very simple. You just need to take 33 minus 14 and you get the ovulation day. So if we minus 14 from 33, what is going to be our value? So our value is 19. 19. It means your ovulation is on day 19. So imagine that you have always been assuming that ovulation is day 14. So the ovulation day is day 19. This is the ovulation day of this person. Day 19. So we are going to indicate now the date this ovulation will fall. So if this video is being helpful to you, a subscribe will mean a lot to me. This will help tell me that I'm creating educative content to my community. So just hit the subscribe button if you are finding this video very helpful, and ring the notification bell so that each time I upload any new video, you'll be notified. Okay, so now day 19 is the ovulation day. So let's start counting now from the 10th of January to see where day 19 will fall. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is it. The ovulation day of this person was on the 28th of January. The ovulation day of this person with a 38-day cycle was on the 28th of January. This ovulation. Okay, how do we now determine the fertile period of this person? You know, we are using 33-day cycle for this demonstration, and we have considered that this person had the menses on the 10th of January and on the 12th of February. So now, how do you know your fertile period? We remember that in my last video, if you have not seen that video, please go and check the last video. I told us that the sperm cell lives for up to 5 days, for 3 to 5 days, while the egg cell lives for 12 to 24 hours. So now, 3 to 5 days, meaning you count 5 days behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the 23rd of February, this person is entering the fertile period from the 23rd. But the most fertile days will be from 25th to 28th. The most fertile days. But it doesn't mean that 24th is not fertile. It's fertile, but it depends on the potency of the sperm that will be in the reproductive system. So now, your fertile period will start from the 23rd of February to the 28th of February. And also, we know that the egg cell lives for 12 to 24 hours. Meaning, if the egg cell was released on this 28th, it will live from the 28th to the 29th. So, but most at times, we'll add 2 days for benefit of doubt. We'll add 2 days. But these 2 days will mostly apply for those who are trying to prevent pregnancy from happening. If you are trying to prevent pregnancy from happening, you have to take right up to 31st as your unsafe period. Meaning, you take from the 23rd to the 31st as your unsafe period. But if you want to get pregnant, if you are working on getting pregnant, you should consider using from the 25th right up to the 29th of February. These are the most fertile days. These are the most fertile days from year to year. Most fertile. These are the most fertile days that you should make use of. These are the most fertile days that you should make use of. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope the demonstration was clear enough for us to understand. Send your comment, your questions to the comment section. I will be taking all the questions in the comment section. And also, I want to tell us that I have a book. I have an ebook on the fastest way to get pregnant easily. the fastest way to get pregnant easily. That ebook is currently on pre-order. So the link will be in the description below, how to get that ebook, because immediately I launch the ebook, the price will double. So the link to get that ebook will be in the description below. I have a community where I coach women how to conceive fast and how to overcome pregnancy discomfort for those who are already pregnant. So hit me on the description below. You will get my link to connect to me.